Man, I love Hell's Kitchen. Like, I love Hell's Kitchen. Oh god, do I love Hell's Kitchen. Chef Ramsay, come to Poppy, cook me a grilled cheese and yell at me with tenacity. This show is best enjoyed in clips, infinitely pumped up by whatever legend runs their YouTube channel, and be rinsed and repeated in countless compilations. I watch these almost religiously, and even when I'm editing videos, the sound of Ramsay berating chefs about whatever the hell a capellini is more relaxing than listening to Mozart sometimes. I mean, it's wild to say, but something about Hell's Kitchen is so relaxing. After watching a lot of these clips, you start to notice some familiar faces. Andrea, Ben, Seth, Giovanni. And then I realized, these guys are all from the same season. You know, a little SHD with more insults, more exaggerated sound effects, and just enough Jean-Philippe. Yeah, season 5 is the best season of this show hands down. And after watching the first 10 seasons in full, I can confidently say that. The new seasons, forget about it. All boring slop. The old stuff's where it's at. Hell's Kitchen Season 5, filmed in 2007 and released on Fox in 2009, combined Michelin star cooking with the perfect blend of comedy, tragedy, conflict, and honestly, a lot of genuine life lessons and emotionality. Chefs got kicked out of service, left for medical reasons, stood up to Chef Ramsay on several occasions, and enjoyed both tremendous luxuries and prizes, alongside the brutal consequences of losing competitions and performing poorly. So what makes Season 5 just so unique? We gotta start off with Chef Ramsay himself, who was just so funny and charismatic here. He had the best insults here, hands down.
Not as best as I am! You fucking are! Donkey!
Hey, madam, through the door there. Fuck off!
Ah, you funk! You dirty pig!
We saw his harshest side to probably ever come out. Ever.
Giovanni!
But it had genuine moments of connection and kind-heartedness.
I apologize if it's upset you by calling you Bobby.
Did Chef Ramsay just laugh? He's a real person, just like the rest of us.
It was pretty enjoyable to watch, and as a host, he kept the episodes lively and exciting, while giving the perfect amount of anger and hostility. I mean, just him going after Colleen in her cooking school was enough to traumatize any first-time watcher of this show. I think his interactions with Jean-Philippe were awesome, and he's just refined the persona perfectly by this point. He's not quite just a jerk for the sake of being a jerk like in Season 1, and he's not repetitive and lost his voice like Season 14 or whatever we're at now. He's just right. His criticisms make sense and are justified, and I think that's one of the reasons he's at his peak here, and thus elevates the season because of this. Because let's be honest, this show wouldn't be anything without Ramsay. I mean, imagine if Chef Scott was the master of the kitchen, how cringe-inducing that would be.
Put it down and get out there!
Like, relax, bro. You're not that guy. This season also benefits from a perfect combination of different contestants, each offering unique factors that add to the entertainment factor here. I mean, look at Robert. He's a totally well-rounded guy. Very funny with a great attitude. His whole existence in this show brings up several key topics, like the issue of his weight, which ends up eliminating him from competition. I'm glad they gave him a second chance in Season 6, but just seeing his struggle on camera was very hard to watch. And at some points, you do feel for the guy. One of his prizes was going with the boys to an island, but because of his weight, he couldn't come on the helicopter that Gordon booked, so they had to give him a ferry ride, which this legend fell asleep on. And right as he arrives, they turn his ass around and leave the place.
You're turning around, we're all going back, yes? Okay, yeah. The good news is we had a great day on Kathleen Island.
Bro, that's messed up, Gordon.
Well, what the hell did I win? A free fucking ferry ride?
I'm glad to see he's turned his life around and lost tremendous amounts of weight since his taping. It's honestly inspiring to see that. It cost him so much fortune in the show, but even here, his positive attitude is super charismatic, and honestly, he's just a really likable guy. I can see why Ben chose him as his mate when he wins later on. Robert even has a heartfelt moment after Chef Ramsay calls him Bobby repeatedly. He explains that his abusive father used to call him Bobby, and hearing that from Gordon triggered a flashback in his mind that really messed him up mid-service. Seeing this kind of interaction transparently on screen was awesome, and Ramsay did a great job responding to the whole thing.
Totally respect that. I apologize if it's upset you by calling you Bobby. I wish you'd brought that to my attention earlier, because I wouldn't have done it. However, it's off your chest. Totally respect that, and I will totally follow it through.
Robert even brings up how Gordon had a similar experience with his father, which is totally true, so it had an even deeper emotional cut than casual viewers may see. Then there's guys like Seth, who is just so creepy that I kinda love him. Some seasons have a Raj, some have a Sterling. We got Seth. I don't know, I feel like everyone has met someone like this guy at some point in their lives. I feel like I was kinda like him in high school, but without the smug part. I was just a shit disturber for the sake of being funny, but not this level of not caring about other teammates and being incompetent. I mean, dude, that whole scene where he names off Gordon's kids in his cars and all that has to be one of the funniest moments in the show.
Yeah, how many children do I have?
4. Well, I don't want to tell you their names.
You know their names?
Holly, Megan, Jack, and Matilda. Seth, he's scary.
No, you stay there.
No problem.
Bro did his research, damn. I mean, a guy like Jay, who talks about himself in the third person for some reason.
Personally, Jay has never had a facial. Jay really doesn't spend his money on stuff like that. Got your other mirror problem, boom. Jay put on a show today.
Wasn't that funny on screen, other than when he got booted the hell out of there.
Unbelievable. No. Get out. Out.
But he criticizes Seth for not caring. Meanwhile, Seth butchers half an expensive-ass piece of beef, and in the interview parts, still has the brass balls to go and make fun of Gordon's accent.
Chef Ramsay said, hey, Seth, bugger off and, cut filet.
The best part is that Gordon's response to that whole thing.
We fucking wasted the most expensive part. Look at it. What are you going to do, get Daddy to buy you a new one?
Was less severe than when he loses his mind over him wiping the dishes with his face rag.
I don't want you drying your face and then fucking cooking with a cloth, you scummy fucker!
Bro, can we hear that pristine insult again?
You scummy fucker!
Oh, that's so good. I mean, Seth probably enjoyed getting yelled at like that. He seems like that kind of guy. Every season has someone like Lacey, but this one may be the worst example of this archetype. Man, is she annoying. Thank God she was kept just long enough to be ejected from this show in this glorious manner.
Give me a jacket and leave Hell's Kitchen. And go in there and say goodbye. Properly, say it properly, let's go.
Thank you for everything.
There's a small violin just for Lacey. She sucks. Adios.
I still think Ramsay could have been tougher on her though.
People would probably look at me and be, oh, here's another pretty girl trying to be a cook.
I mean, he should have shared some of my sweet lady Colleen's hatred with Lacey. He hated Colleen from the start, dude. But to be fair, $300 for a cooking class is a scam no matter who it is, let alone this lady.
You're robbing people! You're a thief!
The true thief in this show is Andrea, who I despise. Well, maybe not despise, maybe she's a lovely gal in real life. God, is she insufferable in this portrayal. She immediately has a thing against this other girl named Carol, who always wears this feather bandana thing. I don't know, I kinda like it. But yeah, they have this rivalry that I can only sum up as catfights.
The personal side of me can't stand the fuck out of you.
Carol's just so quick to call other people out, but Carol didn't do as well as she's thinking she did.
I don't know, bro. Carol's not perfect either.
Fries?
Yes, they're not ready!
I asked, but I didn't see it getting done. Stop.
I've never wanted to punch somebody so bad in the kitchen before. Like, dude, get the fuck off my station.
But I think I'm Team Carol. Andrea just bosses everyone around constantly.
We need to get some rice, crushed red pepper, soy sauce. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I have a loud voice, and I have loud thoughts.
And Chef Ramsay always picks her as the strongest when she's literally the weakest.
Andrea,
Yes, Chef.
you did bounce back more than anybody.
Like, how, Chef? I did like when she got absolutely brutalized, though, with the most epic climax I can think of with the layering of the music and just everything.
Fuck off. Hey, madam, through the door there. Fuck off.
Oh, that feels so good to watch. Super satisfying. My favorite contestant by far had to be Ben, who was just a fighter throughout the whole competition. Did he have moments of delusion and arrogance?
Where have you been?
Are you joking me? You couldn't cook my cock.
Yeah, sure, who hasn't?
Ben runs his mouth about a big game, but he sucked every dinner service. I wouldn't be sad to see Ben go.
Danny's not totally wrong here. I mean, it was kind of sad, but also freaking hilarious when he went on and on about being Jewish.
The theory behind the brisket?
I'm Jewish also, came up in a conservative Jewish household, so, sort of took me back to making brisket.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me right now.
He was the only person from his team to lose the point that was determined by the Jewish kid having a bar mitzvah.
The red team.
Red team. Good.
Coming from the Jewish faith, I thought that my food would be, spot on. I really did.
They didn't even show his reaction after that loss. It was too brutal. And he's saying have a nigil and everything. Why didn't it work? But over the whole show, he was consistently pushed around by Chef Ramsay more than anyone, except maybe Colleen. But he persevered through it and didn't stop fighting.
I'm watching you like a fucking whore.
I know
Do
you are,
why?
Chef.
Do you know why?
I don't know, Chef.
I want you out.
And Chef always found the dumbest stuff to nail ass about.
You go to school?
Yes, Chef.
You don't know anything? Plain salad?
Yes, Chef.
Oh my God! Plain salad! It's bland!
Although sometimes it was justified.
Ben's now bringing me a chocolate fucking brownie. What's going on?
I didn't know what was going on, but he brought up dessert 4 minutes in. I mean, I've done some stupid shit, but that's embarrassing.
But yeah, being constantly put up for elimination and constantly pushing back, Andrea was extremely lucky to have made it through to third place when Ben got fourth. I think that was the biggest letdown in this whole season. Not that it made a huge difference, but I just really disliked Andrea from the very start of this whole frickin' thing. Seriously, Andrea should have been eliminated before frickin' Giovanni. Speaking of the handsome Italian devil himself, Giovanni is a really funny and legendary contestant, who also happened to be the second oldest in this season.
Oh, my face feels wonderful. Can't you tell? I think I look 21 again.
I mean, he's been made famous with the whole dick face scene.
Not as fucking, look at me in the eyes! Not as pissed as I am! You fucking are! Donkey!
Which he absolutely took like a boss. Kudos there. But the scene I found even more hilarious was this.
And Chef Ramsay would like a word with
Giovanni!
Yes, chef.
Dude, the editors couldn't have made a more funny transition. The YouTube comments under this were hysterical. He had a lot of funny moments.
Of course, Robert can make a burger. We know he can make a mean burger. Look at him, you know what I mean? He's eaten a few burgers in his life, maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3.
And also a bunch of heartfelt ones.
I enjoy your company, man. I think you're a great guy and a great chef, so.
Thank you, Gio.
I found him to be a super strong chef, but his behavior in the final service was just kinda jerky, I won't lie. During the finals, Danny and Paula picked their 2 teams, and Giovanni, along with Carol, Andrea, and Ben, and some others, returned to help out with the line. And Giovanni just couldn't help going on about how much he doesn't care, and how much he doesn't care. Like, we get it, dude, but maybe don't bring the energy down. Like, maybe the producers made him sign some contract or something, but at least put some effort for Danny over here. Danny does end up taking home the victory at the end of the whole competition, and yeah, he damn well deserved it.
I believe I'm the strongest chef.
Yeah, he was right.
Look, you gave me a hand walking the pancakes up, and thank you for that.
Wait a minute, Danny. Come on, man. Are you serious right now?
What? you helped me plate some pancakes, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Alright, bro, just relax. I gave you one compliment for Christ's sake. But yeah, he had a nearly flawless elimination record, put out great food, and had a stoic demeanor throughout the entire competition. Paula was also really good on the cooking side, but I don't think she had Danny's level of leadership and self-confidence, although she was quite close to him in almost every regard. I think the season ended pretty well, with the right person winning, and the final order that I can honestly live with. I would have booted Andrea and Lacey out much earlier, but I do understand some of the crazies like Roger kept on for the sake of ratings. There is definitely more to this kind of show than would appear at face value, but in the end, it was a super addicting bunch of episodes that felt rich and exciting. Winning the competitions yielded some pretty sweet prizes, while the consequences of losing led to some pretty brutal punishments. I thought it was hilarious when the losers were forced to wipe the same TVs broadcasting Paula's TV spot on a cooking show. Some of the scenes like the sumo wrestler fight between Gordon and Jean-Philippe were different, and I like the whole designing your own restaurant thing we got here, with Danny and Paula choosing pretty interesting and vibrant restaurant atmospheres. And we can't go without acknowledging that hilarious theme song, where everyone has their arms crossed like goofballs. What is Ben doing, bro?
I know what kids like. I mean, I'm not gonna say I know what all kids like because I don't know all kids. Basically, I don't want to know all kids.
What do you think? Let me know your thoughts on Hell's Kitchen Season 5 in the comments down below, and leave a like if you enjoyed my ranting. And if you enjoy my hyperbolic style and want to go out with me because of these mellifluous vocal cords of honey, be sure to subscribe to my channel with the bell to support my antics. I'll see you guys in the next one.